Governor David Ige says the National Guard won't be deployed to Mauna Kea, at least for now. Good evening, I'm Paula Akana.
And I'm Yenji Denise. The road to Mauna Kea remains closed until further notice as the governor comes up with a game plan on how to get the 30-meter telescope built. KITV4's Andrew Pereira just back from the governor's office with more. Andrew.
Well, Paula and Yenji, the governor says Mauna Kea protesters, that is, say that they won't accept nothing less than an end to the desecration atop the mountain. That leaves Governor Ige with very little wiggle room.
How to get the 30-meter telescope built amid protests by native Hawaiians. That's the conundrum facing Governor David Ige, but he says right now the National Guard is not an option. Instead, his administration is researching a plan forward with all stakeholder agencies involved, including the University of Hawaii.
We are being smart about what that means and trying to be comprehensive in planning what changes would need to be made that gives us the best opportunity to assure safe access.
The UH office of Mauna Kea Management says the visitor information station as well as the Summit Road will remain closed until further notice. UH says it needs to assess damage to the road and stability of the slopes after some protesters placed large rocks on the roadway while others built ahus. By late Friday, the entire road had been cleared after a group of protesters were allowed in. At least one native Hawaiian leader says it won't happen again.
That is not our intention, and we consider the safety of our own people, of those in opposition to us, as well as those who have no stance on this issue. We consider the safety of all of these things, all of these people, the utmost priority.
But Mauna Kea protesters will use other means to get their message across, including their bodies. Last week, a dozen of them were arrested after failing to leave the roadway.
It's just the beginning. Our people have risen and rise more.
Many Mauna Kea protesters say their position is unwavering.
Our intent is not to take up any fight or any battle with the Office of Mauna Kea Management or other telescopes or public access. Our intent and our only intent at this point is to stop TNT.
Some of those protesters have been camping overnight at Mauna Kea, which is not allowed. Ige says he plans on enforcing the no camping rule as well as access to the mountain, but he won't say when.
We do intend to enforce the laws on Mauna Kea.
So right now, until protesters are forced out, there's nothing stopping anyone from camping overnight at Mauna Kea. Meanwhile, the Hawaii Supreme Court has scheduled oral arguments for August 27th in a case that will determine if UH was correct in issuing a conservation permit for the 30-meter telescope to get built.